up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone. In spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds.
I've watched for 2 nights now and have not seen the evidence of your report. When was the last time she sleepwalked?
Since her husband, El Presidente, went to battle, Marta has gotten dressed, taken the paper, written on it, sealed it, and returned to bed, completely asleep and unconscious.
Very interesting. Acting as if awake while sleeping is a sign of a greatly bothered mind. Besides sleepwalking, what have you heard Marta say?
I will not say it aloud.
You can tell me. It may be important for treating her.
I will not tell you or anyone, for I have no witness to confirm what I said.
Part 2.
Here she is. She is up, yet completely asleep. Watch her, but don't let her see you.
Did she come with that light?
Yes, she has a light by her side for fear of the dark.
Her eyes are wide open.
Yes, but her senses are asleep.
Why does she appear to be rubbing her hands together?
This is typical of her, to be washing her hands. She does this sometimes for 15 minutes.
A spot! A spot! Here is a spot! Be gone, accursed spot!
I will write down what she says to keep a record.
Off, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2, nonsense! You are a soldier! Why should we be afraid? Why should we worry, for no one knows of our guilt? But who would have thought so much blood would be involved?
Did you hear that?
Where are the ones who stood in our way now? Will my hands ever be clean of this guilt? No more husband. Everything will be ruined.
We have heard something we shouldn't have.
She speaks of her and her husband's sins. I'm certain that only heaven knows what secret she holds.
The smell of blood is still here. All the perfumes of the land couldn't drown out the smell of this blood.
Her heart carries the heavy burden of guilt.
I would not want her guilt in exchange for being the president's wife.
Well.
We can only hope for the best.
Her disease is truly out of my ability to cure. I have, however, known people to sleepwalk who were guilty of nothing.
Wash your hands, get ready for bed. Don't look so pale. Our enemies are dead. They can't come back.
Is that true?
To bed. Someone is knocking at the door. Give me your hand. What is already done cannot be undone.
Will she go to bed now?
Yes, directly.
Rumors of evil deeds are circulating. People with guilty minds will only confess secrets in their sleep. She needs God more than a doctor. She has amazed my eyes. I have an inclination, but I dare not speak out against the president himself.
Sí, buenas noches,
Buenas noches.
T2 Part 1.
The Cuban rebels are here, led by Fidel Castro, his Uncle Sal, and the good Che Guevara. Revolt burns deep in the things they have experienced will make any man want to fight.
Near Verdadero, Cuba. We will meet them on their way.
Will Raul Castro be with his brother?
Most definitely not. You know how he feels about this. In our movie, we have Sam's son, and many other soul who barely know the French man.
What is Fulgencio Batista doing?
He is fortifying his mansion in Santiago. Some say Fulgencio Batista has gone insane, and others say he is in bitter rage. On this for sure, he cannot control his power.
He feels the blood of his secret murder sticking to his hands. As rebel armies fight against him every minute, his soldiers don't fight because they love him. He seems too small to be a dictator, like he's wearing robes meant for a giant.
Who can blame him for acting this way, when inside he condemns himself for all the things he has done?
Let's keep moving and give our loyalty to someone who really deserves it. We will meet Fidel Castro, the one who can cure our sick country.
Fidel needs our blood to drown out the weeds and take back Cuba. To Varadero we march.
Onward. Part 1.
Tell me nothing more. Let the traitors go. Until the walls of my mansion are breached, I have nothing to fear. Was Che Guevara not born of a woman? The all-knowing spirits told me this during a dream. For no one born of a woman will ever have power over me. Leave the traitors to side with the rebels. My mind will never fear the enemy. Why do you look so frightened, fool?
There are 10,000, sir.
10,000 what? Geese?
Soldiers, sir.
Go cover your face to hide your fear. Fool, get out of sight. Salvino, Salvino! This battle will decide my fate. I will never experience the joys of growing old. The feuds I have started, I would gladly end, but I will never be able to. Salvino!
Yes, sir.
Is there more news?
There is no more news, only what we already know.
I fight until the end. Get me my weapon.
Are you insane? Why do you need your weapon? We have much more time.
Give me my weapon!
Yes, sir.
Send out more scouts. Kill all those who look afraid. How is Marta?
She is deeply troubled. She must cure herself.
Can't you cure her with some medicine? Lift the heavy weight off her chest. If you can, diagnose our country and bring it back. I will praise you forever. What can cure Cuba of the revolutionaries?
The only possible way is through war.
I will not be afraid until the enemy has entered the walls of the palace.
I wish I were far away from this wretched place.
All right.
I hope we can restore peace to Cuba.
There is no doubt in my mind.
What is that huge palace over there in the distance?
That palace is the presidential palace. Now put on your disguises so we can get closer without being noticed.
Good idea.
Any new reports, Sal?
No new news, only that Batista stays in his palace.
Well, that's his only hope, for all of his appointees have left him, and the ones who stay don't do so out of love.
Hey, settle down, settle down. We cannot be overconfident. In situations like this, it will get us killed.
Only a battle will decide the fate of Cuba now.
Onward. Part 1.
Secure the palace. No one gets in or out. Leave them outside until they all die of starvation.
Squaw!
What was that?
That was the cry of a woman. I'll check it out.
I've nearly lost all feelings of fear. Even a year ago, the sound of a scream in the night would have made my blood run cold. Because of the things I have seen and done, it has no effect.
That was the cry of your wife, sir. She is dead.
She should have waited to die until after the battle. I have no time to mourn her. Now I must prepare. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Life is but an illusion with no true meaning. Tell me quickly.
Dictator Bautista, I have something to say, but I don't know how to say it.
Cut the chit-chat and just tell it.
As I stood watching, it appeared to me that the rebels had stuck past the palace walls.
That's not possible. The security was tripled.
If I'm lying, let God strike me down, but within our palace walls, we have the enemy.
If you are lying, you will be executed in the most gruesome way possible. The false words of power have steered me wrong. If what you said is true, we have no chance. I am beginning to see no point in living. Everyone prepare for battle. At least we can die in battle.
Are we close enough yet? Are we in?
This is close enough. Take off your disguises. Sal, you and your son will lead the first battle, while Che and I handle the rest.
Let us fight with courage and bring justice to our much-needed country.
Blow the trumpets and let the palace know they have company. One.
I am hopeless. Like a a fish struggling to find water in the middle of a desert. Was he not born of a woman?
Who are you?
You would be too afraid to hear my name.
I wouldn't be afraid, even if you were the devil himself.
Yo soy Fulgencio Batista.
There is not a name I hate more on earth.
There is none more fearful. You must have been born of a woman. I have nothing to fear.
Part 1.
Why would I ever commit suicide? I would rather be killed by my enemies than by myself.
Turn around, you tyrant.
You are the only person I avoided. Therefore, I have already killed too many of your family.
I have no words to describe what I think of you. I will simply kill you instead.
You are wasting your time, for no one born of a woman can harm me.
This may be true, but I was torn from my mother prematurely, and thus not born of a woman naturally.
Why did I ever believe what they said? I always knew it was too good to be true. I will not fight you.
Then surrender.
I will not surrender to you, and kiss the ground before you. Although I may be fighting impossible odds, I will fight until the end.
I wish everyone could have survived this battle.
In all battles, people die, but it appears we took less of the loss.
Where's Che and Hovind Seward?
Your son has died. In the most honorable of ways, though, sir. He was stabbed in the front. He is God's soldier now. I could never ask for a more noble son.
He is worthy of mourning.
No, he isn't. There's no need to mourn him, for I know he is with the Lord.
Wait, who is that? Ah, it's Che, with Batista's body.
All hail, leader of Cuba. We are free from this tyranny.
All hail, leader of Cuba.
All hail, leader of Cuba.
All of you will be rewarded for your great service. We must now bring home all of our exiled friends who fled from Batista's rule. The dictator's wife committed suicide, so we no longer have to fear her either. Let God guide us to do the right decisions and to bring Cuba back to its former glory. Everyone come to my induction at Havana.